What's up, guys? It's Russo with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. We're going to dive into some NBA today. I think we've got like 6 games. It's Taco Tuesday on PrizePicks. I actually really like the taco that's available right now, Derrick White. I'm going to break that down. I threw it in my slip. I still got 4 plays for you on PrizePicks, but I made it a 5-man and threw that taco in there. So we're going to get through all that, and then I'm doing a streaks play on Underdog. We're also going to dive into some plays at the end of the video on the DFS optimizer here from Daily Grind. So stick around to the end. Let's talk about the plays. So I'm going to be going with Devin Booker, free throw attempts, 7.5, taking that for more. Going to go Austin Reaves, 10.5 rebounds and assists for more. Anfernee Simons, this is one that I battled with a little bit, but I'm taking it for more. So I'll explain to you guys why I'm decided to take it, but I want to give you guys the full disclaimer just in case you don't want to take it. You can leave this one out, but 17.5 PRA. We're going to take it for more. Dyson Daniels fantasy score 32.5 going for more. And then there's that Derrick White taco 21.5. I even like this regular line. I think it was at 27.5. And then on the streaks play for Underdog, I'm doubling down on the Anfernee Simons 17.5 PRA. And then going to be just taking the Austin Reaves rebounds and assists. I like that play a lot. If you guys haven't signed up for Underdog yet, use code BACKDOOR. You're going to get $100 in bonus funds. Plus, I'm going to give you a month in the premium Discord. I mean, that's just for anything of mine that you use. Hit me up in the email listed below, and I'll throw you a month in the premium Discord as well. But yeah, you play $5, you get $100 in bonus funds. It's a killer deal. And then same with Chalkboard, killer deal. Free pick to help you cash your first slip, plus 100% deposit match. I think you can take that all the way up to $100. So put 100 in, you get 200 to play with. Stack up the bankroll and play carefully. Stretch that out. So yeah, code BACKDOOR for both of those will get you hooked up. If you guys don't mind, do me a favor and like the video. It's super easy for you. Don't be a bum. Just press the button. It's the easiest thing to support channels you watch. So get that done if you don't mind. All right. So let's get started here. We'll go with Devin Booker. So I know he hasn't been getting to the line that often. Against Dallas, he got there a lot. He went for 13, but he's been climbing his way back up. But here's what I like. If we look at the head-to-head, look at that head-to-head. The matchup's always been great for him against Portland. They're pretty solid defensively, and I like this matchup here. Plus, if you look at Portland, this is kind of not just Booker, but they're 28th in free throw attempts allowed. Almost 30 free throw attempts a game, any given team. So we love that. And then if we take a look at this note here from Outlier, it actually looks pretty solid too. He's exceeded 7.5 free throw attempts in 4 of his last 5 games on the road, averaging 9.6 on the road. So on the road, he's getting it done a lot more often. Let's just take a peek at that. So if we go 2025 and then we go just away games, yeah, pretty solid. 4 out of 6 games. Plus we've got this matchup here against Portland where he's always done it. He's always had, the last 3, he's went for 12 or more. So that's what I'm going with. You don't have to take this play, but I like this because he doesn't even have to make the free throws. He just needs to get to the line. And it seems like everybody gets to the line against Portland. So I like this one a lot. Let's move on to Austin Reaves. So if we're looking at 2025, it already looks pretty good for the rebounds and assists. 73% hit rate, 8 out of 11 games. And then I also like the head-to-head here. Last 2 times he's matched up, he's gone pretty solid, 13 and 16. Now this is from last year, but still a decent little sample size there, especially when he's got a 73% hit rate in general. Now, if we look at rebounds and assists overall, the Jazz actually, they're not that solid in the sense of they're 11th, a little bit above average with rebounding, but the assists across the board, 30th in assists allowed, almost 30 assists a game are what teams put up against them, which is just wild. If we jump over to the shooting guard position, it tightens up a little bit. Pretty decent amount, but I don't think that's necessarily just because of their defense. I think it's just because everybody else is getting it done. So yeah, it depends on who they're playing, how active their shooting guards are on their opposing teams. But yeah, 5th in rebounds allowed and then 10th in assists allowed, specifically to that shooting guard position. Let's go down here though and take a look. So we know the last 4 props that Outlier's pulling up, all of those shooting guards cash their rebounds and assists. We got Kevin Huerter, Isaac Okoro, Kobe White, and Ayo Dosunmu. All those guys beat their lines. And then we got Dyson Daniels, Luke Kennard. Those guys didn't hit. But then you got Nickeil Alexander-Walker went for 7. His line was at 6.5. Ben Shepherd, Nemhard, those guys. I mean, Nemhard, yeah, he definitely he's definitely capable. His line was set at 9.5. He still went for 9. But then back here, Anthony Edwards went for 12 and his line was at 9.5. So decent little sample size there. But yeah, I like him to get this done, especially with this last outing. He went for 11. So I think if the scoring isn't there as much, he's just been able to, and again, this is from last year, but he's just been able to really turn things up, I think, with the addition of Luka Doncic. I've been saying that all season, but I think that you can see a difference in Austin's play being around someone like Luka. I think that Luka's taking Austin's game to the next level. Call it inspiration, call it like coaching, as far as Luka just teaching him stuff, but I think there's something there. You guys let me know if you disagree with that. But let's move on here. So Anfernee Simons, the one that we're having a little bit of hesitation on, but not, I mean, like I'm still going with it, but I just want to be honest with you guys about the hesitation. So this is, I wouldn't be surprised if we get to the optimizer and the optimizer's favor in this one under, but this is a EV plus play on Outlier. So Outlier is saying there's expected value here. I mean, the hesitation is coming off this game against the Clippers. He had 2 PRA, and then the minutes weren't really there, just 11.9 minutes. So I want to be honest with you guys about that hesitation. He's only done this 50% of the time on the season, but what I'm liking here is a couple of things. Let's look at this note here from Outlier. So 17.5, look at this. So Anfernee Simons has exceeded 17.5 PRA in 16 of his last 19 games on the road. So we know that's not all with Boston, obviously. He hasn't played that many games with Boston yet, but on the road, he's always played better, averaging 26.9 PRA on the road. Some of these games are with Boston. You can see here these road games. So 4 out of his last 5 road games with Boston, he's went for 25 or more PRA. And then here's the real seller for me is the matchup. So we've got overall 23rd in points allowed, 21st in rebounds allowed, 28th in assists allowed. So teams are just every way they want, they're beating Brooklyn right now. And then specifically to the shooting guard position, look at all this green down here. Every shooting guard that matches up against them is just eating. These are all the props. These are 10, so only 2 misses. Trey Johnson and Desmond Bane. But Desmond Bane still went for 26. His line was at 30.5. But other than these 2 guys, any given shooting guard is excelling in this matchup. So we like that. We also like Derrick White for the same reason. I know Derrick White's been playing like the point guard position a little bit more with their current setup. And we got Peyton Pritchard back, but Pritchard, Derrick White, and Anfernee Simons, I like their matchup, all of them, whether they're playing the 1 or the 2 tonight. That's just me. But also on top of that, I think that this game could get a little bit out of hand. So we got a 221.5 over under, and Boston's favored by 10.5. So I wouldn't be surprised if Boston does, break this thing out a little bit playing on the road. And then Anfernee Simons gets a little bit of extra run since he probably won't be starting tonight. So there you go. You know the good and the bad with this Anfernee Simons play, but I'm leaning more towards the good. I'm seeing more factors that are saying, hey, take this. It's only at 17.5, Also, just a little extra info here. I like his points in this too, even though he hasn't been doing it as much. I'll show you this note here from Outlier. He's exceeded 11.5 points in 17 of his last 19 games on the road. So we talked about him playing on the road, regardless of who he's playing for. He's averaging 20.6 points per game on the road over his last 19 games. So take that for what you will. Let's look at, it's not as juicy with the past props of just points alone for shooting guards in these matchups, but the full PRA, there's only 2 misses. There's 1 extra miss. Grady Dick, he didn't get his points done, but yeah. So there you go. Let's talk about this Derrick White taco. So yeah, first of all, this is looking good at 27.5 anyways. If we look at the last 5, he's gone for 28 or more. And we've got this juicy matchup we've been talking about. But the 21.5, I'm absolutely taking it. If we look at the head-to-head, 2 out of the 3 games, he's gotten it done. Let's look at the minutes. So he only played 22 minutes in that blowout. And again, these are from last year. But not necessarily last year, but last season. This one's from this year, but last season. But yeah, I mean, he didn't need to do much. He still went for 14 in 22 minutes. And it was 139 to 114. So yeah, he's not going to be closing things out when they have that much of a lead. But yeah, I like this because he's been on a heater anyways. So there you go. I'm absolutely taking the taco. I thought I'll throw this in the slip and show you guys why I like it real quick. So Dyson Daniels fantasy score is going to wrap us up here. Coming off a little bit of a lull here, but still bounce back against Phoenix, going for 42.4. He's done this 6 out of his last 10 games. And the main thing I like about this, and you can see the minutes correlation a little bit, not with this game here against the Clippers. He played 38 minutes and still didn't get it done. Clippers are tough, no matter who you are. And then these other 2 games, he was down at 26, 27-ish minutes, and then bounced back against Phoenix. Almost 37 minutes, 42 fantasy score. We know this guy's a defensive powerhouse, but here's the main selling point. Head-to-head, he's never gone under 40 in this matchup against Detroit. I was trying to figure out what that is. I know that he's solid. He's a solid scorer. He can do everything decently good, but his main strength is defense. So with fantasy score, that lends itself to it well because of the blocks and steals. Now in these games, he had some where he went absolutely crazy on defense. His worst game is 2 steals. But I mean, you're talking for fantasy score, every block, every steal is worth 3 points. So if you got a guy that's a solid defender, that stacks up quick. So that's 6 points in this game. He still got it done with PRA, in this matchup. But if you're looking at these, last time he played them, he got 5 blocks and steals combined, 4 steals and a block. So this is probably the factor with the fantasy score, like 4 steals, 3 blocks. So we're talking 21 points on defense in this game, 15 points on defense in this game. Back here, 9 total, 2 blocks and 7 steals. It's been a solid matchup for him every time he goes against them. If we take a look here, blocks and steals allowed. So steals allowed, they're 10th, so a little bit above average, and then 13th in blocks allowed, a little bit above average. But still, this dude is such a monster. So yeah, this is 27 points on defense alone the first time he matched up against them. I'm not saying that's going to happen for sure, but there's a reason that they're jumping his PRA, which is set at 22.5. They're jumping it up to 32.5. For his fantasy score. Outlier is showing other platforms have it at 33. We're getting at 32.5 on PrizePicks. I still like the 33. But yeah, they're like, this guy's probably good for at least 2 or 3 blocks and steals. So they're going to bump it up, those fantasy points there. So yeah, I'm like, let's just do it. Let's run it. His first half fantasy score, you could take a look at that if you wanted a little bit of a cheaper line. Let's look at that real quick. So yeah, the first half fantasy score in the head-to-head doesn't look as good. Looks like he's been getting a lot more of this work done in the second half, or just a pretty balanced approach there between the halves anyways. So I'm going to just go the full fantasy score. It looks beautiful in the head-to-head. And I know that he's capable. It looks like he was getting back on a burner here, then fell off a little bit and then bounced back here. So it's just the head-to-head that's got me sold on this one. So that's what I'm going to be rolling with. So that covers, all of the plays from streaks to PrizePicks. Now we're going to jump into some bonus plays here on the DFS optimizer from Daily Grind. If you guys want to try Outlier, there's a link below. Just sign up through that link and they're going to give you a week. You can enjoy this and take advantage of all of the edges that they can give you with all of their data breakdown. There's so much you can do. This new feature they added where you can look at past props and how they fared. It's so awesome because you can bounce between positions even if you don't have to go to that player. You can just say, okay, how does small forwards do? Okay, small forwards aren't cashing their slips, their plays against Brooklyn. What about power forwards? Nope. Centers, okay, a little more than half the time centers are cashing their lines. Point guards, kind of tough. Shooting guards, everybody's hitting. That should tell you something. That kind of information is really crucial, I think, to help you make an informed decision. So try out Outlier. There's a link below. Try it for a week and let me know how you like it. All right. And then Daily Grind, if you want the optimizer, code BACKDOOR will get you 25% off of this killer tool for as long as you want. So you can lock it in and take advantage of the 25% for all the way up to a year if you want to just jump in and say, I'm going to take that 25% down the stretch. All right. So I have this set to Minimum data points, 5, just so we're getting all the data we want. And then I have it set to overs, but let me know in the comments if you guys ever want me to cover unders as well, I will. So top of the board is going to be Shaden Sharp first quarter points. They like him over 4.5, 55.17% odds to hit minus 157. They like this combo here, Cade Cunningham, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 3-pointers made. They like those guys to both combine for more than 4, 54% odds to hit. We got Yusuf Nurkic assists 3.5. This is looking good to me too. I almost put it in the video. Pinnacle has this at a minus 148. So this is looking solid. 54% odds to hit. Dude can dish the ball. He's one of those bigs that can go nuts with dishing it. Great with the pick and roll too. Ace Bailey, they like his points rebounds over 15.5. They got it at a 53.65% odds to hit. We're gonna go Devin Booker over 7 assists, 53.55% odds to hit. Draymond Green points assists over 12.5. They like it, 53.45%. Jaylen Brown first quarter points over 7. I'm gonna jump into Underdog now. I'm doing a little bit of a shorter bonus plays segment because I want to get this video out in time for that Derrick White taco to still be relevant when you guys are watching this. So we're going back to Underdog, and we're gonna set this to just NBA because this thing covers every sport you could think of. And we'll just go with the regular data points, but I am gonna switch it to over because it looks like we're getting a lot of data anyways, even with minimum being 2. All right, so on Underdog, again, code BACKDOOR 25% off. Okay, what's going on here? I've never seen this before. It seems like it's kind of freaking out a little bit. We never have a green. This looks like Christmas right now. Green right in between reds. Let me go ahead and switch those data points, and we will just see if that helps. Go to 5. Weird. And try refreshing. I don't blame DG. I blame my computer's begging me. I have it doing so much. Okay, we'll just roll it. I mean, maybe Underdog has a lot of lines that are high right now. That's just weird, the order. Did I press something? There we go. Okay, I must have pressed something up top here. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, I must have bumped like one of these top sections. So back to the odds to hit. All right, so they like the Shaden Sharp first quarter points as well, 4.5, 55.17%, minus 156. We got Lauri Markkanen rebounds and assists, 7.5, 54.68%. That's at 8 on PrizePicks. That's why it's popping up on Underdog, and we didn't see it on the optimizer before. 7.5, yeah, we got some 8.5s out there, so 7.5 is a solid deal. De'Aaron Fox, they like him over 7.5 assists. That's not even available on PrizePicks. We got a lot of juice on this one, guys. Everybody that has that 7.5 has it juiced over. Pinnacle minus 155. They're all expecting this to go over. Kristaps Porzingis, who is questionable, last I checked, so keep that in mind. We can find out for sure real quick because we got Dyson Daniels right here. Let's go to the Porzingis, questionable. Atlanta, let's see what they're saying about him. Porzingis knee is questionable for Tuesday's game against the Pistons. Yeah, so all I'm seeing is that he's still questionable due to right knee soreness. So maybe if he's good to go, maybe it's nothing too serious where he'll be fine. But another thing I love about Outlier is just you can just get to the information you need so fast. All right, so yeah, they like his PRA over 25.5, 54.52%. It's at 26.5 on PrizePicks. So you are getting a full point cheaper on Underdog. That's a minus 124 on Pinnacle. DG has it as a minus 141 when it crunches all the data. It gives you what they're collectively estimating it at. Wendell Carter Jr. points rebounds, 20.5. They like it over, 54.17%. Odds to hit minus 140. Jalen Wells, 1.5 assists on Underdog, 54% odds to hit. Jalen Durham points rebounds 31. They like it 54%. We actually have a lot of juice on Underdog today. What is this at? Yeah, it's up at 32. Underdog is giving you the better lines across the board today. Shaden Sharp points assists 27.5, 50, just under 54%. 27. Yep, it's at 28.5 on PrizePicks. Mark Williams 8.5 rebounds. Everybody's got it juiced over at the 8.5, and some platforms are bumping this to 9.5. So yeah, looking solid. Devin Booker PRA 40.5, 53.81%. It's at 41.5 on PrizePicks, and everyone that has it at 40.5 has it favored over. Dyson Daniels points are just at 10.5, 53.8%. It's at 11.5 on PrizePicks. Yusuf Nurkic 9.5 points. Yep, all of the deals today. De'Aaron Fox points rebounds 29.5, 53.7%, minus 138. This is the day to be on Underdog for sure. Tamani Kamara points, rebounds, and assists 21.5, 53.67%. Yeah, you guys can see it. Almost every prop that they're showing, PrizePicks has it at least full point higher. And some of that could be because there's more people playing on PrizePicks and they're taking the overs. And so they hedge these platforms will hedge themselves by saying, okay, bump it up a little bit, get some people taking the unders a little bit so that they're balanced out if all of those cash. Jaylen Brown, points, rebounds, and assists, 36.5, 53.65%. It's up at 37.5 on PrizePicks. That was Jaylen Brown. So Jalen Duren, they like his full PRA, 33.5, 53.63% odds to hit, minus 136. Wendell Carter Jr., 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists, 53.55. Almost everything is just cheaper. Rebounds and assists for Brandon Pajemski, 7.5, 53.54. I didn't know what to make of this Warriors Magic game, to be honest with you guys. I was looking at Pajemski. I was looking at some of the plays, and I was just like, I don't know. With their rookie, is his name Will Ricard or Will Richard? That dude's been working his way into more minutes. So that's my only hesitation with Pajemski is how much time is he going to get? I think Kuminga might be questionable though, so maybe he will get a decent minutes. Denny Avdia, they like him over his 24.5 points, 53.53% odds to hit. It's up at 25.5 on PrizePicks. I could be wrong, but I think Denny does play good against the Suns, and that's a late game, 11 p.m. tonight. Zachary Richeche. This dude is also potentially questionable. 11.5 points. Great player, but I think he's also questionable. Let's just take a peek. Questionable. Let's see what they're saying about him in case you guys want. Hip is questionable for Tuesday's game against the Pistons. He's dealing with a left hip contusion in the aftermath of Sunday's win over the Suns. Luke Kennard could enter the streaming mix if Riche is sidelined. So not a whole lot of updates, but he's still listed as questionable at the moment. Keontae George points, assists, 25.5, 53.31%. Isaiah Collier, 9.5 rebounds and assists. They like it, 53%. And then we'll wrap it up here with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They like his points, rebounds, and assists at 23.5, 53%. And looks like there's not a whole lot of platforms going up to 24. PrizePicks also has this at 23.5. So there you go, guys. Some bonus plays for you. I'm going to hurry up and get this out so that taco can actually be relevant. But I appreciate you tuning into the show. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And like the video on your way out. Enjoy your Tuesday, guys. And if you're in the Discord, I'm going to try to keep breaking down the tacos as they come out the best I can today. I am on daddy duty today, so it'll be a little bit tricky. But as I get time, I'll try to jump on Outlier, break down the tacos that we keep getting throughout the day, and see if we can't cash some of these tonight. So enjoy your Tuesday. I'll catch you in the next one.